Good morning, coffee lovers. Or is it? Because what I'm about to show you will make you pour that cup straight down the drain. Welcome to Food Bazooka, where we blow up the food myths. You think you're jumpstarting your day with a healthy cup of coffee? Think again. I'm talking mold, mycotoxins, pesticides that survive 260-degree roasting, acrylamide, a probable carcinogen, and companies that are making millions, while people are literally reporting getting sick from their coffee. Today, we're exposing the worst coffee brands at your supermarket. These aren't small boutique roasters. These are the brands in every grocery store, in every office break room, in every hotel lobby. And they're hiding secrets that'll shock you. The 5 deadly coffee problems. Before we expose the worst brands, let me break down the 5 major problems lurking in your morning cup. Problem number 1, mycotoxins, the mold poison. Here's a disgusting fact. Studies show that up to 91.7% of green coffee beans are contaminated with mold. Yes, you heard that right. Over 90%. These molds produce mycotoxins, toxic chemicals that include Ochratoxin A and Aflatoxin B1. Ochratoxin A is linked to kidney disease and immune suppression. Aflatoxin B1, that's a known carcinogen. The World Health Organization says this stuff can cause cancer, liver damage, and immune deficiency. And guess what? It survives roasting. Problem number 2, pesticides that won't die. Coffee is one of the most heavily sprayed crops on Earth. We're talking about chemicals like glyphosate, yes, Roundup, which has been linked to hormone disruption, neurotoxicity, and developmental disorders in children. Only 3% of the world's coffee is organic. That means 97% is treated with pesticides. And here's the kicker. Research now shows that these chemicals penetrate the green coffee bean, so roasting doesn't eliminate them. Problem number 3, acrylamide, the cancer chemical. Every time coffee is roasted at high temperatures, a chemical called acrylamide forms. The World Health Organization classifies it as a probable human carcinogen. Instant coffee has the highest levels, up to 605 parts per billion per cup. An FDA study found that some coffee brands contain over 200 parts per billion of acrylamide per cup. That's your daily dose of cancer risk, served hot. Problem number 4, Robusta beans, the cheap, moldy alternative. There are 2 main types of coffee beans, Arabica and Robusta. Arabica grows at high altitudes and costs more. Robusta grows at low altitudes, is cheaper, and contains way more mycotoxins and caffeine, but not in a good way. Guess which one cheap coffee brands use? If you said Robusta, you're right. It's more bitter, more contaminated, and it's what's in your discount coffee. Problem number 5, packaging chemicals. A 2024 Clean Label Project study found that coffee pods and canned coffee had significantly higher levels of phthalates, toxic plasticizers that disrupt hormones and are linked to developmental problems. Single-serve pods? You're not just drinking coffee, you're drinking plastic chemicals. And those convenient instant crystals? They're the worst offenders for acrylamide. The top 10 worst offenders. All right, let's name names. Here are the top 10 worst coffee brands you should never buy. I'm ranking these based on pesticide contamination, mycotoxins, acrylamide levels, bean quality, and whether they're actually making people sick. And number 10, Nescafé Instant Coffee. Starting at number 10, we have Nescafé Instant Coffee. Instant coffee is notorious for having the highest acrylamide levels of any coffee type. An FDA study found instant coffee can contain up to 605 parts per billion of acrylamide. That's triple what brewed coffee has. Instant equals highest acrylamide levels, a potential carcinogen, made from low-altitude Robusta beans with higher mycotoxins. Processed using spray drying, which concentrates contaminants. No transparency on bean sourcing. Owned by Nestlé with poor sustainability practices. Number 9, 8 o'clock coffee. Number 9 is 8 o'clock coffee. This grocery store staple might be affordable, but there's a reason for that low price. Multiple reports indicate they use a blend of beans from undisclosed sources, and there's zero third-party testing for pesticides or mycotoxins. No organic options. Undisclosed bean sources. No mycotoxin testing. Pre-ground means freshness and quality issues. Uses conventional farming with heavy pesticide use. Number 8. Starbucks Pike Place. Number 8 might shock you. Starbucks Pike Place, but specifically the pre-packaged version you buy at grocery stores. While Starbucks in-store coffee is specialty grade, the packaged stuff, not so much. And they don't advertise their coffee as mold-free or mycotoxin tested. No explicit mold or mycotoxin testing advertised. Blend of beans from multiple sources. Pre-ground equals stale and oxidized. Dark roast equals higher acrylamide levels. Packaged coffee sits on shelves for months. And here's the thing, dark roasting might seem premium, but it actually increases acrylamide formation. So that bold Starbucks flavor, it comes with a side of carcinogens. Numero 7, Café Bustelo. At number 7, we have Café Bustelo. This is a cult favorite for espresso lovers, but it's made from a blend that includes Robusta beans, the ones with higher mycotoxin levels. Plus, it's pre-ground and sold in metal cans that can leach chemicals. Robusta bean blend with more mycotoxins than Arabica. No organic certification. Metal can packaging with potential for contamination. No third-party testing disclosed. Heavily processed. Number 6, Yuban. Number 6 is Yuban, owned by Kraft Foods. Here's something interesting. In an FDA analysis of acrylamide levels, Kraft's coffee stood out, but Yuban had extremely low acrylamide. So why is it on this list? Despite low acrylamide, no transparency on other contaminants, no organic options, no mycotoxin testing disclosed. Bean sourcing, unclear. Pre-ground freshness issues? Owned by massive corporation with questionable sustainability practices. Low acrylamide is great, but what about pesticides, mycotoxins, heavy metals? Radio silence. Number 5, Dunkin' Donuts Original Blend. Coming in at number 5 is Dunkin' Donuts Original Blend, the packaged version. While America runs on Dunkin', what are you running on? Because this coffee is a complete mystery. Zero transparency on bean sourcing, no organic options, no third-party testing for contaminants. Pre-ground equals stale, medium roast from unknown regions. Owned by massive food corporation prioritizing cost over quality. Number 4, Folgers. Number 4 is Folgers. Yes, the best part of waking up is actually one of the worst coffees you can drink. And I'm not the only one saying this. Thousands of people online have reported getting sick from Folgers. FDA testing found Folgers had among the highest acrylamide levels on average. Uses a blend of Arabica and Robusta beans with more mycotoxins. No third-party testing for pesticides or mold. Instant varieties are among the worst offenders. Multiple online reports of stomach aches, nausea, and migraines. Pre-ground equals stale and oxidized. One person wrote, "I've been drinking Folgers for years, then suddenly started getting stomach aches. My nephew tried it. Same thing. He got sick too." Another said, "Extreme nausea after drinking Folgers Country Roast." People are literally reporting illness. And the company? They don't respond. Number 3, Maxwell House. Bronze medal for worst coffee goes to Maxwell House. If Folgers was bad, Maxwell House is worse. The number of people reporting illness from this brand is staggering. FDA testing found Maxwell House had the highest acrylamide levels alongside Folgers, moved to 100% Arabica in 2007, but doesn't test for mycotoxins. Instant varieties are especially dangerous with acrylamide up to 350 plus parts per billion per cup. Hundreds of consumer complaints about illness, no organic options, no sustainability certifications, no third-party testing disclosed. Listen to this. When I drink Maxwell House Original Roast, the skin around my nose peels. Another. Extreme nausea. Feels like I have a stomach bug. Another. Instant migraines that last 8 hours. Thinking chemicals? And when people contact Maxwell House to report they're getting sick, no response. The company is ghosting customers who are literally getting ill from their product. Number 2, Taster's Choice Instant Coffee. The silver medal of shame goes to Taster's Choice Instant Coffee. Based on FDA data, Taster's Choice had the highest levels of acrylamide alongside Folgers. We're talking 350 to 605 parts per billion per cup. Among the absolute highest acrylamide levels tested by FDA. Instant coffee equals worst processing method for contaminants. Made from low-quality Robusta beans, no mycotoxin testing. Freeze-dried process concentrates toxins. Owned by Nestlé with poor ethics and sustainability. Here's what's terrifying. 1 cup of Taster's Choice can have more acrylamide than 5 cups of some fresh brewed specialty coffees. You're literally drinking concentrated carcinogens. Number 1, Folgers Instant Coffee. And the number 1 worst coffee you can buy? Folgers Instant Coffee, especially the flavored varieties. This is the triple threat of coffee contamination. Highest acrylamide levels in FDA testing, up to 605 parts per billion per cup. Instant processing concentrates mycotoxins. Flavored varieties contain artificial additives and natural flavors. Robusta bean blend. Multiple reports of severe gastrointestinal distress. Consumer complaints. Should be renamed turbo laxative. Pre-ground, freeze-dried, and chemically processed. One person wrote, "Been drinking Folgers Classic Decaf, instant coffee crystals, and developed early morning runs to the bathroom. This stuff should be renamed turbo laxative. What the heck is in it?" Here's why Folgers Instant is the absolute worst. First, it's instant, so it has the highest acrylamide of any coffee type. Second, hazelnut and flavored varieties have 200 plus parts per billion, more acrylamide than unflavored. Third, it's made from the cheapest beans, heavily processed, and contains artificial additives. And fourth, people are getting sick. Folgers Instant represents everything wrong with the coffee industry: profit over health, chemicals over quality, and total disregard for consumer well-being. What you can do. Okay, I know that was brutal. You're probably looking at your coffee pot in horror right now. So what do you do about it? Buy specialty-grade coffee only. Specialty-grade coffee is assessed by certified Q graders and must score over 80 out of 100 points. This grading system automatically excludes moldy, defective beans. Brands like Purity Coffee, Spirit Animal, and Third Wave Coffee Roasters use specialty-grade beans. Choose high-altitude, single-origin Arabica. Coffee grown above 1,200 meters, about 4,000 feet, has less mold because cooler temperatures inhibit fungal growth. Look for Ethiopian, Colombian, Guatemalan, or Kenyan single-origin coffees. Buy whole bean, never pre-ground or instant. The moment coffee is ground, it starts oxidizing and losing antioxidants. Pre-ground coffee sitting on shelves for months, it's stale and potentially moldy. Instant coffee, it's the worst processed form with the highest contaminants. Look for third-party testing. Brands that test for mycotoxins, pesticides, heavy metals, and acrylamide will advertise it. If a brand doesn't publish test results or mention testing, assume the worst. Choose organic and fair trade. Organic certification means no synthetic pesticides. Fair trade adds another layer of quality control and ensures farmers are paid enough to care about quality. Prefer light to medium roast. Dark roasting creates more acrylamide. Light to medium roasts have lower acrylamide levels and preserve more antioxidants. Use wet processed, washed coffee. Wet processing removes the fruit before drying, which dramatically reduces mycotoxin formation. Natural or dry processed coffee is more likely to develop mold during drying. Store coffee properly. Keep beans in an airtight, opaque container, never plastic, in a cool, dry place. Light, heat, and moisture all promote mold growth. Never use K-cups or pods. The 2024 Clean Label Project study found K-cups and pods have significantly higher phthalate levels. Plus, they're terrible for the environment. Brew fresh daily. Coffee that sits for hours, it's oxidizing and developing more harmful compounds. Brew what you'll drink immediately. Look, I love coffee. It's packed with antioxidants, can boost your metabolism, and has been linked to reduced risk of Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and type 2 diabetes. But, and this is a big but, those benefits only apply to clean, high-quality coffee. The brands I called out today, they're banking on you not knowing the difference. They slap mountain grown and premium on the can and hope you don't ask questions. Meanwhile, you're drinking mold toxins, pesticide residues, and carcinogens every single morning. But here's the empowering part. You can choose better. Every time you buy specialty grade, organic, third-party tested coffee, you're voting with your wallet. You're telling these corporations that we demand transparency, quality, and safety. So ditch the Folgers, throw out the Maxwell House, say goodbye to instant coffee forever. Switch to specialty grade, buy whole beans, and drink coffee that actually supports your health instead of destroying it. I'm Food Bazooka, and I just blew up your morning routine for your own good. If this video opened your eyes, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next investigation. Drop a comment telling me which brand shocked you most, or if you've gotten sick from any of these coffees. Until next time, stay informed, stay healthy, and for the love of God, buy better coffee. Peace.